the groove, the energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but I can never be you. Because I head tall like I'm on my tiptoes. Baby, you think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Hey, where the money at? Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily. At all, seen them rise and fall. Went up the mountain, it wasn't hard to climb at all. Don't mess up the mood, yeah. Don't mess up the mood, yeah. You need it, so please don't mess up the mood. Make a hit on whatever you pitching. Baby, let me fill up whatever you missing. Know you like it up at the top. It's a better view, isn't it? I'm not surprised at all. No it. Hey, what you need? Come on, just pay the fee. I supply it all. Went up the mountain and it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top, I found some relief. You see, so please don't miss up the mood.
Got an old guitar, got a fine cigar. Slow down a bit, get a lit and let the blues lay where they are. 'Cause the blues some days, they won't let go. They won't let go. But it's Saturday, we're at the shop today. Let's celebrate. Light up an anime, raise a toast, watch the blues go up in smoke. Watch the blues go up in smoke.
Now we're live on Facebook. All right, so we're live.
We are live.
But we're way overexposed.
Yes.
We're way overexposed.
Yes.
All right, hang on.
Hold on. We're normally not this classically trained.
Oh, yeah.
You get a chance to see a
Okay,
little.
good.
Are we back?
Are we in focus?
I don't know if that's a focus. I don't think that's focused.
Hey, you know what? To hell with it. What's
That's
up,
it.
Pops?
Boom! Just like that, it's Saturday.
At the shop.
It is at the shop. It is Burns Day morning.
Burns Day morning. Oh, you're talking about me.
Yes, I am talking about you. But it is car show Saturday.
It is.
And you don't have your gong, but we have multiple.
Let's just run through the headlines for today, shall we? Pops, hit it.
Welcome to these Germans.
Hey,
Or in other words,
hey, what are you doing?
wow.
What are you doing, Ron? Jesus Christ. Look at this. Out of
Ron's going, oh.
All right.
Let's start at 10:30.
All right, hang on. Stop for a second. All right.
I say we start at 10:30.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, do you want to start over?
Yeah, we're starting over.
Starting the show over, take two.
On today's show, we have
Welcome to the German. You know what? I don't understand. I don't do German. Good day, mate. Countdown to the 200th episode. Prepare for the Paddock Lounge experience. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
First Friday, Trader style. Welcome to March Drunkness.
And
whiskey straws are bathing in 1792.
That is so cool. Pops, you know what? You're doing just such a good job. You want to read off who's coming in? You want to do a little
I do.
something?
I'm going to
make
do that. Here, hold these.
I'm making an adjustment.
Hold these German cigars for a second.
Okay, you take this.
Let
I
me
got
take
that.
this. We got, holy cow.
Hey, this is, I already
The
have this
internet's
set up.
in. The entire internet.
I already have this set up.
Sorry, I blew
We're
up.
good to go.
Never happened
Okay, I'm
again.
going to fix this.
Hey, how do they make it so all those things go, what the? Man, today feels like you had 2 million Scovilles last night.
Great.
So let's just say good morning to a whole bunch of people. Of course, Larry Adams, first one in. If he's not the first one in, we
Something's
send
wrong
out a
with him.
search crew because he's obviously been abducted by Sasquatch. Brian McGee is in. Pennington is in from K. Cocker, Belize.
I think he calls it cock
Gay Cocker.
K-cock.
He's in Gay Cocker.
K-cock.
Yeah. Which
He's
and then
he
he
is
said,
kind of a
he said
K-cock.
he's not coming back. So I think
He's hooked on the
he's
K-cock.
having he's loving the Gay Cocker. Yeah.
No, K. You can't say it like that. We're going to get him pulled off of this. You
Oh,
got to be
that's-
a hard C on that. K.
Oh. Okay, I was way off.
Congrats. We're looking
Rob's
forward to you coming
here.
back.
Damon's in. Lee Osteguin's coming in from Puerto Rico. El Gudeo Mato. How's that?
Wow, it sounds like you did Cigar Talk Live with a tequila crew.
We did, and I learned a lot of Spanish. I
you
learned a
didn't.
lot about. No, I did not. I learned a lot about tequila, though. And
Okay.
those guys were great, by the way. Adrian runs around with some good alcohol.
What was the name of that club? North Texas?
North
Tequila?
Texas Tequila Club. Those guys were awesome.
Go join it. If you're on Facebook,
He-
go join North Texas Tequila Club. Those guys know their stuff. And I'll tell you what, those guys see so eye to eye with what we see from a cigar perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
High quality production. Awesome.
Man, we got them coming in from all over the world. We got Grizz coming in from London. Listen to this. Good day, mate. Nailed it.
First time.
Just like that, right out of the box.
Just-
Mark Johnson is watching. Sean Ratz is in. It's such an ironic name because Sean Ratz is dealing with my rat problem in my car, so that's fun. 75 and sunny in Frisco today. Yes, it is. And that's why people are out here at a car show.
Let's
wearing
talk about
shorts.
what's happening right now.
Let's
Let's
do that.
get off of the segment of reading names for the first 5 minutes.
Well, we like to let
shorten.
people. We like to give people their helmet stickers for attending.
That's right. That is. We're talking to you. You
gets
get a
a
helmet
certificate.
sticker.
You get a helmet sticker.
Let's talk here for a second. What's happening right now? We've got the car show.
Yeah,
It's actually all right.
it's
All
really
right.
all right. The
I mean-
Viper Club of America is sitting out here. Corvette Club of America looks like they're sitting out here. We threw in some Ferraris. There's, of course, a 1970 Monte Carlo that may be drawing the biggest crowd of them all.
Yep.
Because people know class.
People know class. Then
They do. And it might because Alex has his brand new Aston Martin next to it might have drug a couple of people over to
That's
look at his
class.
car. To look at his car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every third Saturday of the month, that's what we do. I've got to say, weather's starting to pick up a little bit. I think these are going to start picking themselves up, especially once I set it up. What I love about this is if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
I didn't build anything, so there's not really an Eventbrite for this right now.
Yeah.
There is a park up front,
Right.
so the car is registered, but there's still people here, and we don't even technically have this live. That guy about whiskey throttle to the front door, if
He
I'm going to
did.
be honest.
He did.
So it's having arms like this.
How do you
it's tough
do?
to-
How do you do
tough
that?
to steer.
It's real tough. It's real tough.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
Chris.
morning. Alva Dog's coming in over here. We also,
Jeannie Madsen. I have not seen that name before, so welcome. Good day, mate. Pennington, JJ. We got everybody in. Yvonne is in. Thad's in. We basically have a plethora of people.
Okay, let's get serious for 1 second, shall we?
Yeah.
This week we saw the family rally around Jackie Wilson and his family, and I would like to just take a moment here to just have a moment of silence for Gerald Wilson, Jackie's brother, who we lost this week. So we can just take a moment of silence. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. Yeah, it was. as I said to Jackie, that's not a fraternity I like to welcome people to. Losing a brother is serious business, and we just want to say thank you for everyone who's helped him. I'll actually put this in the comments. If you would like to help him, there is a GoFundMe to help him with some of the final expenses. I'm going to drop this link in there. If you do donate to this, please just let us know. We've got some cigars that we'll give away in a raffle of anyone who donates, comment done in there, and then we're just going to start giving some stuff away.
Yeah.
We do appreciate everything.
Yes.
That you guys have done already.
Yeah,
So
we prepare for a lot of things. We don't prepare for those things, and this is great to be able to help.
Yeah, without a doubt. Oh, I see our focus is popping a little bit. I want you to just take this for a second. I'm going to readjust up there.
Okay.
Will you talk a little bit about the cigar that's in your hand, and will you show them this lighting technique that is a little bit
I'd
different?
love to.
Okay, cool.
This one's going to be, thank God I've got experience, but today's show is brought to you by Gran Habano Cigars, and I don't mean that to sound like an advertisement, but it is. Gran Habano is our vendor spotlight this month, and as some of you guys were fortunate enough to experience some time with George Rico, the owner, last week, we just had a great time, learned a ton about his cigars, but he is one of the few cigar manufacturers that still leaves the cedar on the foot of the cigar. So I wanted to show you guys a kind of a fun way to light your cigar, and that is with leaving the cedar on. So basically the way this works, now this one I'm taking a pretty big risk because it's relatively short, but you leave about 1/4 of an inch inside there.
What's happening?
Perfectly lit. So basically
that'll come back.
You just light it and slide it, and ultimately you're pulling the fire inside that tube of cedar. It lights the cigar. It also pulls that cedar flavor into the cigar. And then when you drop the cedar into and let it finish off, you get that beautiful smell of cedar burning in the room. It's a cool way to do it.
Consumer advice.
Just not a lot of guys. Yeah, consumer advice. Make sure you have a large ashtray close, and don't grab the ashtray real quick.
Yes, it gets super hot.
That's what fire
Flame,
does.
yeah.
This just did.
We have Pablo Richard coming in.
And he's probably coming in from.
Oh, he's saying double Patoro cap.
It
We can
is.
plan that.
You know what? I had somebody say, "Why are you wearing that Putin cap?" There was a Putin comment.
Really?
Yeah. So I flipped
Because
him off.
this guy owns the letter P?
No, but it's a red star.
Maybe.
Star, sickle, and hair. I don't know.
Piss off, man. This
That's-
is Swiss. We are
yeah.
completely neutral in this deal.
We are not here to fight.
Yep.
We are not here to fight. But good morning, Pablo. I don't know if he's still in the States
I don't
or
know
if
why-
he's over in Switzerland or what.
This right here, all that stuff, frozen up in the lounge. But right here it isn't. So maybe
Yeah, we're
reset
good.
that. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but we'll let you take a piece. But right now, I've just amazed and blown away the internet with lighting with cedar.
Very, very nice. I'm
Yeah.
going to take this and fire up my Zulu, Connecticut. Let's
Beautiful cigar.
talk about what's upcoming, shall we?
Let's do that.
We have a few things happening today. Well, there's something happening today, something really cool tomorrow, and also
Something
really cool on Monday.
cool tomorrow.
And on Monday. So let's just go. Today we've got F1 qualifying that's going to be on right after this show. You can go ahead and get your car and come up here. It's going to be loud. That's the way it is. Moving next, tomorrow, we have the Paddock Lounge experience launching here.
So excited.
Tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a test run. There won't be signage and podiums and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's going to be some.
Spraying of champagne.
There will be a mimosa bar for paddock level and above. Paddock.
I think with the crowd that rolls here, they won't want to waste any by spraying it. They'll want to drink it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But that's tomorrow, 10 a.m. Now, here's what's really cool about this Paddock Lounge. Because most of the F1 races are on the other side of the world,
Right.
They usually air at 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, that sort of deal. But what this is going to do is it is giving us the ability to open a couple hours early only for ticketed for
that are here for the F1. Don't
Exactly.
think that you get away from the kids 2 hours early.
No.
Unless you are in for the F1 experience.
Derek, you can still sign up for the Paddock Lounge. You can even get tickets when you get here.
Sure.
You can do season passes, which are up,
if you want.
or you can do it race by race.
Right. Season passes, there's some discounts and some other stuff that happens. There are 3 levels. The VIP has sold out rather quickly, but there is an opportunity to go in the back room. And what we've got right now are these new tablets or these new iPads. And on these iPads, for some of those that are in the back, we're going to have F1 TV, which is one of the coolest channels. While you're watching the actual F1 race, you'll be able to see thumbnails of every driver from their point of view. You can touch it, listen to the communication between that driver and his engineering team. That will be in your hand while you're watching the race.
You can watch, you get so much information. And also, if you have Bluetooth headphones, I would recommend, if you are in the back and you do want one of these, first we'll go to the pit pass holders and then it will go out for the remainder. Bring some Bluetooth headphones because that's a really cool experience to be able to pay attention. But ultimately, we're just trying to recreate the experience we had this last year.
Thanks to Pablo.
Yeah, thanks to Pablo, which is just life-changing. The only downside is you can't smoke cigars in the garage. So
that's one thing that F1 really needs to try to improve on.
Cigars.
Letting people smoke cigars in the garage.
Yeah. I will say, though, Coda was pretty cool with us smoking cigars. Aside from the one spot, which I understand.
Yeah.
But they were pretty cool with us just walking around smoking cigars everywhere.
And I think the guy understood when he came over and said, "I'm sorry, you have to put that cigar out." And I said, "No." And he turned around and walked away. I think he understood.
Professional.
He was professional.
He understood.
He handled it well.
Yeah, it worked out great when
handled
F1
rejection
hadn't already signed the next years, so they were really bidding for that contract. So they were on their minding their P's and Q's.
And they know we can.
We've got Yulia in, and Darren's in over here.
Darren and Yulia are in. Good day, mate. Good day, miss. How's that?
Miss both of you.
Yes, absolutely.
So we do have that. That's going to break down $10 for the grandstand out here. That's going to get you access to a cigar that will only be available. It's by Patoro. It will only be available an hour before the race, and during the race it goes.
And that's
away
it.
from
And then
the
it
rest.
goes. They go back in the humidor.
And
so don't love it. Don't fall in love with it, and then go, "I need a box of these."
Or just wait until the next week, and then you can maybe get a
back
box
in.
of them. But
Yeah.
regardless, I'm very, very excited about that. It is a size that will work perfect to get you through the entire race. Tomorrow the race begins at 10 a.m. The doors will open at 9:30 a.m. Did I say 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.?
Race starts at 10 a.m.
Yep. So doors will be at 9:30 a.m. Because it's the F1 and it's not Industrial Cigar Company, 10 a.m. means 10 a.m. when the race starts.
Yeah, they actually start on time.
Very, very well oiled, that machine.
That is a machine that you can set your clock by their actions. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we're freezing here, but we're not freezing here.
Yeah,
so
I'm not
we got a lot of
freezing
people
here, so-
coming in. Mark Myers coming in. Mike Widra is coming in. Everybody's
in.
Widra's in.
Here's another something. Okay, so that's tomorrow. F1, come in here. You can buy tickets right now on the Eventbrite, or you can buy a season pass on industrialcigars.co. Feel free, or if you just want to come check it out, that's fine. Tomorrow's going to be our test run, like I said. So come in. The place isn't going to look too much different. Actually, it's not going to look different at all.
No.
We're going to have some stuff set up in the back. It'll be loud in here. It will be fun all the way through. It'll be a great time.
Yeah. First guy that says, "Can you turn it down?" They're out.
They're out forever.
Yeah, we're here for the sound.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be. Look, I watched the season 4 the other night. Let's see, Thursday night, a little quiet. I flip on that. We had multiple people that were all hooked on the last 4 episodes of Drive to Survive on Netflix, the F1 documentary. If you haven't watched that, and you don't know F1, you can watch 3 or 4 shows. In fact, Lee Ostergein, who's in Puerto Rico, the day before he left, he watched a couple, and he gave me the old "damn you, I'm hooked" thing. So
Yeah, you will be hooked on F1 phonics without a doubt,
yeah.
very quick.
I had Chuck Walls here the other night that he was sitting there going, so what pole are they talking about? Pole position in the front. Oh, okay, got it. So there's some entry level guys that are just getting into it.
So,
but he loved it.
I got a call from Mark Sheeran, who is a professional driver and a pro racing instructor.
Yep.
And he said, starting next week, he's going to come in and just do some F1 101. So he can be in here, and
how cool
if
is
people
that?
have questions, they can say, hey, why are they doing this? Or why did he get that penalty? Or why did he push him here? And so you're going to have basically like a garage engineer who knows the ins and outs.
That's gonna be
and
cool.
all of the rules and all of the bylaws to the sport. He'll be able to explain it.
And I'll tell you, in a different universe, but in that scope, when we have several former NFL players to watch a game when you got a guy that was a left tackle and a guy that was a wide receiver and a guy that was a DB, to listen to their different perspectives of the game. It's such a different way to watch football.
Definitely.
Why is that guy doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy should
What are you
be
seeing? Yeah, absolutely. See, they're looking at footwork. They're looking at so many different things, and you will be able to do that this weekend. Now, let's move to Monday.
Somebody's asking if they could set it.
Can I still sign up for the Paddock Lounge? Yeah, you
Yes.
definitely can. You can get tickets at the door as well. I don't anticipate there to be too many people tomorrow. There may be 10, there may be 20. I don't know.
I'll tell you, if there's 10 or 20 on this first one, as you put it, the FOMO is going to drive people crazy when they start hearing about how fun this is.
Mm-hmm.
I fully expect it's like cars and cigars. Our first car show, we had 8 cars here. Now we have to cap it at 60. This is going to be the same thing, particularly as the season heats up. People understand the changes that happened in F1 with in a sense, like a salary cap. Teams that have to go from a $500 million budget to figure out how to do it on $150 million, it's gonna become this equalizer in the sport. And guys that weren't even sniffing the top 10 are now all of a sudden they're in the hunt.
Haas is going to be in the points tomorrow. That's my bet.
I'm excited, and and now DraftKings is doing F1, so I actually have an F1 team with both the Haas guys because it allows me to get everybody else.
Yeah, that's great odds.
Yeah.
I like that. So let's roll into Monday. What happens on Monday?
The Germans bomb Pearl Harbor.
First off, hang on, real quick.
It wasn't the Germans that bombed Pearl. I saw Animal House. That's what they said.
That Animal House.
All
is
movies
not,
are educational.
Well,
According to Jim Belushi, did we quit when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
R.I.P.
Prove to me.
Just talk about cigars.
Okay.
What happens? What happens
So
on Monday?
they didn't?
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
So-
Russia.
Got it. That was way off. So, a line that has literally like dug under your skin because you got a chance to just nerd out with these German engineering nerds. You found out you're a Porsche guy. You find out that these guys are like German engineered nuts.
They are German engineers.
They are literally German engineers, and they have developed a cigar that the first time I saw the brand name, German Engineer Cigars, I went, well, that's a catchy name, I guess. But the cigars are spectacular, absolutely spectacular. It's the only line, well, I can't say it's the only line, but when we did a line review where we tested all the product that you guys brought back from the show, we brought in we had 8 testers, including men, women, all different skill sets, plus you and me and your brothers. That was a dual thumbs up from everybody. That just doesn't happen.
With 8 people, there were 16 thumbs up.
16 thumbs up.
I'm excited.
So it's German Engineer Cigars, launches on Monday.
Please don't do Mustang things. Please do not do Mustang things.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right,
Who is this?
the BMW.
That's a Corvette going out. I'm nervous about this
Yeah,
one.
these guys they're going to take people out. Corvette people are basically Mustang people with.
He rolled on. All right, I'm good with it. That's the one you got to worry about. This
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
yeah, that guy's going to
All right,
spin out of control and run into Rudy's.
Germans. Yeah, I'll take Rudy's out, just like Pearl Harbor. And then, if we talk about Monday, that launches. I just posted up a video link of how we're going to launch this. This is probably my favorite video I think I've ever done.
Did you post the video?
It's a reminder because it premieres first thing on Monday morning.
Look, the video that this kid did to launch this line.
It's fun. It's fun.
Every manufacturers that want to get on our floor don't understand the investment that we put into a brand to make sure that not only it launches successfully here, but it helps them. And what you've done, and I know that this was naturally fun for you because it has this.
Well, cigars are great.
The cigars are great and it has this amazing car element to it. But this video will blow you away. Mm-hmm. Absolutely blow you away. I watched that video and I want to smoke the cigar. Now, here's the thing. You really have to watch the video in order to be able to buy the cigars.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually excited to put it on after this and just pump it over the speakers and watch it in here. But those will launch. Those are already, they will be ready to go on e-commerce. For those who are watching and listening, if you want to pre-order them, you can pre-order them now.
Oh shit, they're gonna be gone before Monday.
You can pre-order them if you want to. I do have limits on the cigars. You should really wait till Monday and pick them out and see them and connect with them. But if you wanted to reserve one or two, Larry Adams, Hearst, those guys, feel free. And then I have a feeling those are going to run out quickly. But that will. I'm so excited about that.
The cigars are great. They did some nice things for us. We're actually going to have some cigars that they sent over that are A's, which is, we talk about Vitolas, which are Toro and Robusto and Lancero, but an A is a very large, very long cigar in a cabinet. They have some A's that I'm looking forward to sitting down and spending a few hours to smoke.
And the A is, what, $18?
Yeah.
And when you smoke these cigars, they truly are, they stand alone. So that launches on Monday. Please keep your eyes open. We always walk before we run. I do anticipate that dwindling down, running out of inventory. We have another order that's kind of teed up, ready to go as that runs out. But we will have a small gap in between reorder times. So just, if you're interested in them, buy them up, smoke them, enjoy them, and then just be ready for that.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you, did you, you know what's happening next weekend?
What's next weekend?
Larry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw a post.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So Larry, a dear friend, a guy I played football with, he is coming in. Now, when I say he's actually an outfitter in Colorado. He has access to, I think his family has 70,000 acres, 40 minutes east of Denver. If you look at I-70 on a map, it kind of does a shark fin. You can basically just complete that shark fin, and all of that is his land he has access to.
Unreal.
So it was the largest privately held land. They've split it between the family, but he has trophy deer that are on there. Those are mule deer, whitetail deer that legitimately look like elk. They're monsters, absolute monsters.
I saw some pictures of some of the stuff. Now you were saying Chris Pratt goes out there and hunts with him, and so it's kind of the who's who goes out there.
It really is, but he's coming in next week to hang out here. If anyone is interested in booking with him, the season, there are a couple quick seasons, like archery is in August, but there's antelope, mule deer, whitetail deer. There's rifle, muzzle loader, and there's also bow. And he does spot and stock bow, where the night before you have an idea where they're bedded, and you just go get them. You go walk on foot with bow, and he can get you to the point. He knows the land so well, he can get you to an open field shot from feet away.
Huh.
And he's a next level guide and hunter, and just salt to the earth. Him and his wife Jamie will be down here.
Great.
If you're interested in booking a hunt, please do it. Come in, hang out, let me know, and we'll arrange that. He's got a small presentation he'll walk through, anyone who's interested. But it's so easy. You just fly into Denver International, he picks you up. It's a 40-minute drive, and you're right there.
And it's like $60 to fly up to Denver now.
It was.
Used to be.
Yep.
Mark Myers wanted to know if there's going to be Patoro team hats for us tomorrow. Pablo, we know you're watching. I guess we need to add that to our list. We need to have Patoro hats.
I have Cyrus team hats.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have two Cyrus team hats.
Well, one for me, one for you. Mark is still shit out of
Yeah,
luck.
so but he didn't ask if he gets one.
No, I guess he was just asking in general. He wasn't asking for himself.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you know Mark,
they do
if you know
exist.
Mark Meyer, he's asking for himself because he wants everything.
Ooh, he jigs her with an extended swing arm. I wonder if that's going to rip out of here.
Yeah,
at
do a
1,000
wheelie,
miles an
man.
hour.
Do a wheelie, bro.
Good morning, everyone, for joining us. This is Saturday at the Shop. That's Pops.
That's my kid Brandon, and we are Industrial Cigar Company in Frisco, Texas.
And
One
we're
of
living
the fastest growing cities in the United States, if not the fastest.
If not the fastest.
If not the fastest.
It's funny because when we were in Florida a couple weeks ago, I think everywhere that's seeing growth also has this publication in their city that says they're the fastest growing city, because there were two guys in different suburbs of Miami. We're the fastest. No, we were the fastest growing. I'm going, wait, we're in Frisco, we're the fastest. So
Yeah.
it must be a good way to
we'll-
sell some
we'll
advertising
kick
on
your
their
ass.
publication.
We will kick your ass. So, German engineered cigars. Let's talk a little bit about First Friday Trader style.
This has been years
Literally,
in the making.
he's been gone for 2 years and
He's coming back.
We had a member, Jim Trader, absolute salt of the earth. This man was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer.
I think it was colon and liver.
Colon and liver, but anyway, long story short, it happened. He's diagnosed right on the front end of COVID, and they could not get him in because they couldn't do major surgeries while COVID was going on. So they said, screw it, let's just start with chemo. I think he went 14 rounds
He had
to
to do 5 extra rounds because they couldn't get him in.
because they couldn't get him in. Got it in, got out, got it cut out, and he has made a couple of dips his toes in the pool to make sure everything's going to be okay. But First Friday, which is always a party in and of itself, will be the return of Jim Trader. So super excited about that, and yeah, that's going to be fun.
I just can't wait. This is last month, or this month rather. I think it was a great opportunity to let your hair down, have some fun. Pablo was in. This is just a true celebration.
Yep.
This is family coming together. I can't wait to see his son Nathaniel will be in.
Yeah.
Just all the way through. Let's party and
Celebrate.
appreciate
Let's
it.
celebrate life.
Yeah.
You know, it's he was definitely too young to leave, and that was obvious, and he fought the fight, and I just hats off to him, and we're so happy. So everybody has been touched one way or another by cancer, and this is a way to celebrate somebody that whooped its ass. So
Yep.
super excited about that. We got a lot of people coming in. Got some new names coming in. Chauncey Shingles coming in. Ark. What does that say? Kush. Ark Kush. Ark. Like Noah. Noah's
Ooh, you
Ark
ever heard of
Santa.
him?
No, I have not.
Huh?
So, hey, welcome. If this is your first time in, make sure that you give us a share. I have not shared this with anybody yet at this point, so that's an unfortunate thing, but I'm going to put it on our Cigar Newbies page, which, by the way, Cigar Newbies, explain what that is. It is blowing up.
You know what? Cigar Newbies is an idea you were pushing on for a long time. We ended up pulling the trigger, and I'll tell you what, that is a great channel for you to learn or teach or just add value to other cigar smokers. And you know who's been killing that group lately?
Mike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike every day is dropping in great knowledge in there. If you want to see how to correctly post about a cigar, go to Cigar Newbies,
Yes.
join it, and watch how Michael does it.
Look, if you want a cigar, if you want to join a group that just has pictures of a cigar sitting in an ashtray in front of a glass of whiskey, that's all of them.
Yep.
And for those of you guys that are relatively new, and when we have a questionnaire on the front end of getting into newbies, when we ask how long have you been smoking, a lot of people are saying 2 days, 1 week, 1 month. They are brand new. And this is an intimidating space. But when people ask questions on some of these other groups, they're quick to get ridiculed by trolls that are out there basically making them feel stupid for asking a basic question. We are here to answer those questions for you no matter what. Post a fake Cuban on there if you have a question whether it's real or fake. If you have a question about humidification, how to cut it, how to light it. There's an entire library of Cigar 101s and Cigar Talk Live that are out there. It's really has started to take off, and I'm very, very excited about that.
I'm really proud of the quality that people come in. You know, you'll always see someone's first post is just a normal post. And I think you do a great job of just saying, hey, thanks, appreciate it. Here's what we're looking for. And the quality of the posts are fantastic.
Yep.
And look, if you're in there to run somebody else down and to go in and take away from their experience or their question, you're just out.
You're out. We'll delete you in a
I could give a
second.
shit how big that group gets.
Yep.
It's only about the quality of the content and the people that are in there.
Yeah, we get a small percentage of guys don't agree to the terms. When they don't agree to the terms, they're not even approved to get into the group. So anyway, if you're into cigars, just getting into cigars, no matter where you're at in the journey, just know that you got a safe place to ask questions and learn with others. I'm in the process of a scientific test on humidification. We're actually going to take our acrylic humidor and a wood humidor and actually set the test up physically in our lobby. Testing in progress, and we'll be able to take all of that data, and we will ultimately do a Cigar Talk Live with Aaron Klaus, who is an expert on heating, air conditioning. He does all of our air quality control here, but we're going to talk about humidity and relative humidity and how short-term temperature swings cause relative humidity to change, but we'll basically make it so everybody can understand. So I'm really excited about that because that's one of the things that comes up all the time. How do I keep my cabinet humidor or my humidor at the right humidity?
Right.
What is the right humidity? Why does mine keep dropping? Things like that.
And here's just the one thing that I would say about that is if you have a pack in there, let it do the work. Don't sweat the minutia of being at 68% versus 67%. Don't chase it because that is an exhausting time suck to try to pay attention.
It is.
Smoke it. Does your cigar smoke right? Here's what's interesting because we had some questions about this, and I'm curious if someone would go or would have the right answer on this. Our humidor sits just under 70%.
So we're 67.
So what do you think the cigar in a 67% humidity environment, what do you think the actual cigar, the foot of the cigar, sits at humidity-wise?
About 65 to 67.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
Until I tested the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really interesting. It's 60 to 59 is what.
Yeah, I hit a couple. I also hit some in other areas that we were over 70. So a lot of it has to do with the characteristic of the tobacco itself. Is that tobacco oilier by nature? Is it holding the humidity more? Is that, imagine if it's ultra thin tobacco, what's the odds that it's going to hold humidity like a thicker piece of tobacco will?
And if you're curious about your own humidor and you don't have a digital hygrometer in there and you're just curious to see what your humidity's at, one thing is you can let the cigar kind of talk to you.
Yeah.
And what you'll do is slightly, I see people get really heavy-handed. You can just take the foot of the cigar and just slightly push down on it. If you hear the tobacco rustle together,
Cracking a little bit.
if you hear just a little bit of rustling, that's fine.
Sure.
But
is.
if you hear that actual cracking, you're a little bit dry.
Yeah.
You're a little bit dry.
And the thing is, understand that, like my humidor at home is kept at 64%, 63.8, whatever, but it kind of sits in that range. Because when we have a device called the Cigar Medic where we're able to test the humidity in the foot, well, if the humidity in the foot is at 64, I take one or two puffs and I put it in the cap, I'm at 70. If you start a cigar at 70 and it's already relatively damp, at the foot it could be 78 to 80% humidity. So that means that it's getting wet, it's oily. That cigar, if you've ever had a cigar that behind the ember is really soft and mushy and you're not getting a good draw, that's because that cigar is wet and behind the ember has built up steam. And that steam is what's causing everything to get soft and very difficult to do. So I like to err. I can always bring the humidity up.
Yeah.
But it's harder to make it, to dry it out over a period of time. With that said, when we tested our cigar the other night with Luciano that we're working with, Luciano came in and we were doing some blending. He had some cigars that were done, but had only been rolled for 2 days. And he's like, let them sit for 14 days out. Let these
Completely
things,
out,
let
out of the
them,
humidor.
let them dry out. And because they're really wet right now. No, they smoke perfectly, but they're wet. So let these dry out for 14 days, then get them back in the humidor and let them do their thing. So it is, he wanted that cigar to dry out so he could really get all the nuances out of that tobacco.
Wow. And this is something that I saw is when you're in different climates, if you're in Miami or if you're in the Dominican or if you're in Nicaragua, generally cigars aren't sitting in a humidor.
Right.
Because that humidity of the air is about where they want it to be.
What a cigar newbie guy came in the other day. He had a picture of a cigar. It was actually a Pepin, which is a very heavy, oily cigar from my father. And he said, and his only comment was, "How do I keep this damn thing lit?" So I asked him where he was coming from. South Louisiana. So he's living in humidity.
Yep.
So those cigars, he almost has to dehumidify.
He almost
those
needs a
cigars.
humidor to take.
He
to
needs,
have
yeah,
less.
you need to put the cigars in a humidor and put a pack in there at maybe 65% and let it dry that cigar out a little bit so that by the time he puts it out, in 15 minutes, that cigar is going to acclimate to whatever's going on outside.
Yep.
Cold or hot, humid or dry.
Yep. It's an interesting world to be in, and it's very daunting. I empathize with newbies who walk in and try to find the right cigar. That's why we're here to help you through the process. But don't sweat it. Don't sweat any of the fine details. You have a ton of resources, and there are a lot of pages that will help you. We're glad to help in any way we can. But all the way through, Pops, I'll tell you what. This is pretty cool what's happening, right?
That is awesome.
I mean, I just want to take a moment to say thank you for everyone just keeping the dream alive.
It is, we're coming up on 5 years, and it's just, every day gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I've worked for a long time since I was 14 years old. There were a lot of times that I did not want to get up and go to work, but I can't wait to get up and go to work.
You're exactly right. Even you have a night like last night. I woke up at midnight, at 2 in the morning, at 4 in the morning, at 5 in the morning because of little kids. And I wake up and there's just this, I'm just so tired.
Yep.
But there's this energy to get up and come here. I get to hang with. I know I'm going to see Rob. I know I'm going to see Adrian and Ron, and I'm going to see these people that it really keeps it exciting.
Yep.
I've got to be honest.
Yep.
And that's something that I've been fortunate enough to start developing a really neat friendship with Kenny Bowers.
Yeah.
The creator of Kenny's Restaurants.
All the Kenny's Restaurants. Great guy.
That's a guy I strive to be. He's energetic and passionate about what he does. He's developed a brand. This guy's gonna. This could be
This
the
Mustang
end.
idiot, watch this.
This could be the end.
He's going to spin out.
All right.
Thank
Crisis
God.
averted.
Thank God they made Mustangs slow. They only sound loud.
Isn't that right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He got to the next property before losing it.
So Sean is coming in saying great knowledge, pass it on. Awesome car show. Yeah.
Sean, thanks for being here.
We had a guy call yesterday. He goes, your show isn't one of those where you do the judging. Do you? And I go, no, we don't judge people here. Bring whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all the way
James
through.
Chavez. Speaking of James
Goldie.
Chavez, I got an email yesterday from Tom, who is planning a Gold Leaf Cigar Club trip from San Antonio. There's a great group of cigar guys down there called the Gold Leaf Cigar Club. Those guys come up here once or twice a year. The commitment to drive 5 hours each way so that they can have a good time in a cigar lounge just shows their commitment to cigars and the lack of cigar lounges in San Antonio. So they bus it up here and they just have a good time. So we're not sure which. I gave them the list, but I have a feeling the second Friday bottle share fits right into what those guys are all about.
Yep, that would work great.
They bring lots of bottles and they like to share. So that event was made for those guys. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys up here in April.
Oh,
Great guys.
okay. So that actually
April.
goes hand to hand with you know who's going to be here second Friday.
I did mention that Oliver is going to be here.
Yep, Oliver with United Cigars.
Yep.
That's part of the Great American Weekend that we'll talk about with Adrian here in a minute.
Perfect.
I am so excited about that.
So we'll talk just a couple. When I say welcome to March Drunkenness, of course the tournament has started. You see a bunch of teams that you've never knew even existed. So that's a big deal. Although our Creighton Blue Jays take on Kansas today, so it'll be interesting to see how quickly that gets blown out. But I did notice that some people were using the tournament as a reason to take Thursday and Friday off and start drinking very early. So
Don't look over there.
I'm not looking over there, but I was getting pictures of martinis at noon yesterday, with a lot of commentary that wasn't their first one. So by the end of the day, I don't think they were really watching basketball
JP
anymore.
came in quick with this. Are you talking about Adrian and Kathleen? That is.
That was Thursday.
Whatever. No, keep going. No, that's not who we were talking about.
No, not at all. Not at all.
What else you got, Pop?
Let's see. Oh, I bought. I have 1,000. The remaining last 1,000. 2-year-old post-roll aged Gen 2 Lanceros that are going to go into. Someone say whiskey gave us a brand new, very wet 1792 barrel proof barrel pick that they did. Gave us the barrel. It's soaking wet.
Is it?
Yes.
It's heavy as hell. I tried
It's
to move
super
it.
heavy. So we're going to put 1,000 Gen 2s that will create the whiskey straw, which is a very, very highly sought after cigar after this cigar spends a couple months in a whiskey barrel. I don't think with this, as wet as this one is, they're going to need to sit in there that long, because it is going to be intense. And so these will be cooked in 1792 whiskey fumes for probably a month and a half. And when those come out, they are going to be glorious.
I can't wait for that. That's
Yes.
really going to be cool. You know who that is right there?
No.
Gary Paparella.
Oh, is it really? With that
Popcorn
Boss
fella.
302?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dope dude. Dope dude. He is a dope dude.
Now watch Elliot. Elliot will spin out.
He's going to rip out of there. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's not a good driver. He doesn't have a good right hand.
He just does not have a good right foot either.
And I think to round it off before we bring Adrian in, Derby Day, May 7th. Do you have your tickets? If not, go get them now.
It's shaping up to be massive.
Yep.
Massive. I'm so jacked for F1. I'm just so jacked.
I'm so excited to stop talking so we can put qualifying on.
Yes.
And watch Haas start in the points.
That would be
They're
so
getting
awesome.
in the points tomorrow.
They will
Just
be
saying
in
it.
the points. For sure. I think we bring in Adrian.
Let's do it. Everyone, give it up for Adrian.
Crowd goes wild.
Wow, JJ. Damn. What's up, dog?
What's going on? Good morning.
What is up?
Good morning.
All right. For those who don't know Adrian, that's Adrian. Created Cigars and Guns and other things too.
Yeah.
All I gotta say,
Hundreds of thousands.
all I gotta say, I was asking what's new, what's happening, seeing it from the outside. I'm on the inside of your circle this week.
You are?
You hooked it up. I have purchased my first AR this week. with you.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
If you want to see service done right, this is how it's done. So, hey, I got this little prepper bug. I want to be ready just in case. What do we have? I don't have much cash to work with. What can we do?
Yeah.
He goes, no problem. I got you. Starts doing the research, sends me some options.
Yep.
Landed on something that I should have before range day, I would think.
Yeah, should probably late next week
Oh, yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the way I like to do it. I like to think, I want to be treated the way I want to treat my clients the way I want to be treated. And if I have newbie questions, I want to be able to have options. And if I don't have a big baller budget, I want to, you have that range, and that's what you have with me. So
Yeah,
I'm glad I could help you out.
It was awesome, and it just felt so. I felt bad of asking so many questions
No.
because I'm so far out of my own wheelhouse
Yeah.
of understanding this world.
Yeah, no. Luckily, we're surrounded by people that with wealth of knowledge. Whatever I don't know, someone else can answer that question for us, and just by looking in the room.
And if somebody is if they're curious to purchase a firearm, you are an FFL, you have
Yep.
an FFL. how would they purchase a firearm through you?
Yeah, check out cigarsandguns.com. We have some options there, but really, if you have anything that you like that you've been eyeing, just let me know, and I can check my suppliers to see if it's available, and I can get it for you and have it transferred to me, and then get it over to you.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, okay, now I mentioned the range day. Will you go into a little bit of depth on what that is and what to expect?
Yeah, so we're doing our range day, April
damn, that's
14th,
badass.
Thursday. Yeah, there's an H1 passing.
Damn,
That's
Battleship Gray.
Yeah.
That is badass.
Oh yeah, he's out of, and that was $1,000.
Yeah, and then drive back and then fill up again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have an annual event. It's a range day that's filled with steel targets, outdoor private range, and we smoke cigars while we're shooting. If you'd like to, we smoke cigars during, after the range. We have prizes that we give away, upwards of a pistol, gun cases, hats, T-shirts, and we'll have vendors there showing off their stuff, and so it's a real good time. And then we have an after party here at ICC.
It's going to be a blast. It's not this. If you shot at an indoor range, there's a certain element of responsibility they have. So you have to be basically a fire per second. So you don't get that real tactical feel of just emptying a clip, emptying a mag, and really making your way through that. But out there, you get that opportunity to really, to move, to practice, to really get real world.
Almost like
experience.
real world. Yeah. To your point, I mean, we're shooting out of cars. You can shoot through windows. You can use a door as protection, kind of shoot from there, just to kind of see what that feels like. And furthermore, the people who run the range are law enforcement folks, and they're to the point where it's like if you come into as an analogy, you come into the cigar lounge, and if you're a newbie or have been smoking, for a little bit, you'll get the folks like yourself that'll kind of help you, hey, try this instead. At the range, Jeff and his guys will say, you know what, instead of your hand placement, do this. He'll give you some little nuances to kind of fix, and then you're on point.
And his personality is so inviting and so genuine that you can ask these questions, or he'll just come up and say, hey, maybe try this, or maybe try that. And you don't ever feel it would be different than just at a public range where you go, where you have some guys like, hey,
move,
move,
do this, instead.
But he said, hey, why don't you just try this a little bit? And then you just walk away with such a great experience.
Yeah.
So what does that range day cost to register for someone?
Yeah, it's $100 because of the giveaways and stuff that we're doing, and of course we pay the range. It's limited to a certain amount of folks, so there's still a few slots left. Again, cigarsandguns.com, you can do the reservations there and sign up. It's a real good time. It's going to be during the week, during the day, and I think the weather should be pretty much almost like this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, I'm really looking forward to that. And you should, while you're on the site, just go ahead and subscribe to the T-shirt club.
Yeah, T-shirt club it's on fire right now. The shirt that we have coming out for this month, going a little bit old school. You'll get it. Pops will get it. Guys my age will definitely get it. But it's cool.
Okay.
I'm excited about it. Yeah.
It's been very much like opening up, some baseball
It's a
cards.
Christmas gift every month.
Yeah.
That's
Go
awesome.
do it. If someone wants to follow you, where do they go?
Yeah, all social platforms, Cigars and Guns, and then of course our website. We'll link you to there as well.
Awesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
Adrian, sign us off. Let's watch some F1.
Good, man. Hey, catch us every Saturday at the shop, 10:10ish, and then Tuesdays for Cigar Talk. We have a great time there at our virtual sit
Ask
down.
the big three.
The big three life-changing questions for sure. Wednesday, Let and Leave show with me and Vulcan Machine Works, and Tales of the Lounge with Ron and his fine folks. And then Thursday,
Size matters.
Size matters.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to get Begley. She's looking for some more female co-stars. So we need to get Begley some co-stars, female co-stars.
Here pretty soon, we've got the Frakes Boys 4 podcast that's going to start up.
That's going to be
Stupid. Yeah, I think the format will be, here's a photo from at some point of our business history. we'll start on that point, and then we're just gonna run for a little bit.
Yeah.
That might be an audio only. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but that's on my list to get started.
That's
on.
cool.
It'll be fun.
I can't wait for that.
So, that's it.
Yep. Later, guys.
Good day, mates.
Good day. Peace. Bam. Bam. Oh, Jobin was on YouTube watching.
My thing dropped dead.
Oh, it did?
Well, we'll see. See how the audio was. What's F1 qualifying? Do you know what F1 qualifying is on?
It's on ESPN. I'll get it.
Here we go.
This might be a little quicker.
There it is, Bahrain qualifying.
Oh, shit. That is the only downside. Well, that means Leclerc qualified up, right? Ferrari is looking so fast.
Stop it. Oh, you're doing it.
Of course. I mean, also from the driving point, it's completely different compared to last year. Testing was very useful for this. I've tried many different driving styles, and still need to find the perfect one. So, yeah, there's definitely much more to come.
So we do need to charge these things.
Pace-wise, we've got the first comparison. It's never the same day in history, of course, but we can see the lap time comparisons now with these new cars. We've been talking a lot about a little bit of increase in weight.
We've
been talking
got
about a little
8.
bit of speed. When it came to qualifying training, though, what is the feeling?
It feels quite good.
Adrian, where do you want to be on the car?
To be a bit quicker than us, also in qualifying, but yeah, good surprise it wasn't the case.
You want to be.
The weekend on the high tomorrow is not going to be easy. Tire relation there is a thing, and especially with this increase.
I'm going to just put it on. I've got it to the. I've got it. I sent you one
The
out.
message is that today was great, but
Oh, you did?
the actual race day-
Oh, it is. Okay, great.
Yeah, definitely. We'll still stay.
I don't know if you want to be on the front wing.
But the race is long and
I
anything.
can put you up on the front wing.
Charles, congratulations on opening the season with pole position.
Put you.
So just like Max,
Yeah. We can put you on the nose cone there. Could throw it. I don't have anything up on the back side there.
Yeah. You do look like a main competitor right now.
I'll find
Was
where
there
it's
anything that was left there, or was that pure performance on this day?
It's been so fun picking around this 3D modeling. It looks so legit.
Q2 seemed quite good, then Q2 is a bit more struggle to get the balance together, but nevertheless, I think it was so right. With a good car, good race car as well.
Yeah, I'll find a good spot.
Yeah, it's a good day overall. It's a good start.
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually seem relatively, let's say, not subdued, but you know, Charles is talking a little bit about sealing races tomorrow. This is the first opportunity for you all to really
It depends on what we're going to
performance of these cars. So let's see what it's like in your cockpit. How was the balance? How did the car feel with these practical changes?
Not fantastic, but also not too bad, as you cannot be in position. So, yeah, I think things for us to look into, and we'll try to do better for next consider that you want to be good at qualifying, of course.
can find a slot with you.
Make sure you have
We can find a slot with you. Maybe do a little bit of.
certainly a lot more there, and it's a bit different for some other tracks, but yeah, it's nice. You know, really close battle with Carlos and Charles and close at the end, so they did a really good job over the winter, and hopefully it's going to be an exciting race.
He's smiling, so he must be on full.
Congratulations on that second place. Now Carlos Sainz making a very strong day for
Ferrari is qualifying
Carlos,
1 in 3.
Race drivers always want to be number one in the team in terms of outright pace. Was there any more in your car today, or that was what you could deliver?
No, that's actually on the site. If you want to do a season ticket,
Quite happy with the progress I've done throughout the weekend. I think
it's okay.
really struggling with this car to understand how to
I've got to get the tech set up on iPad. Need to get the cigar set. We are making some adjustments to the couple spots, so we'll have signage next week. Really good with the cigars. Oh no! We've got a strip back there. Oh, we're just looking at a strip.
Like I say, that will charge 6 of them. Fast
No, and they can't charge. Yeah. So we're just saying doors at 9:30. Nothing will change it here. And the people are in here are coming. There are agreements.
here and paddock in there. And do I need to pick up some champagne?
I'm curious. Actually, Pops asked that the other day. I don't know if we want to. Feel free to tap on that. We can have Becky on that. Or if you want to, if you want to, we can do that. But we can also put Becky on that as well. So whatever works best on your schedule.
I mean, since I'm coming in, because I want to get acclimated to how it's going to work and whatnot. So the 20 total so far? Or is it all just paddock? That's the medium?
That's here. Grandstand.
Oh, okay, grandstand, got it. Okay, so one here. Okay, very good. Yep, one of those. 7
Discounted that counted as that.
Oh, 50. Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh, up here. Season pass. Yeah, there's that right there.
Okay, so paddock season pass, or season pass.
Season pass.
Oh,
or
grandstand.
Yep. So that is actually early.
Okay.
Then we have grandstand admissions.
Grandstand's just here. Here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grandstand, paddock. We have 7 people in. And then we have the pass now.
And not this one, but next one, you're gonna have like lanyards, right? Or okay.
Yeah. So we'll have lanyards for season pass.
Yeah, season pass, like season pass grandstand or whatever.
And then people. I think the stores that something gets to the point where we go, oh shit, we need to put a system in place. Most people, we go, hey, we're past yet. Okay, cool. Come on back.
Okay.
You know, and this.
I just want to make sure that when it comes to thing like if we have someone other than Nate or something like that here, that way they know exactly what to do.
Yeah,
So.
and when they check in, and even having season pass holders reserve their space.
And are we gonna do the check-in on Eventbrite like we did? I bet. Yeah.
I think so,
see why
because
not.
then we can just say, okay,
We
perfect, you're
chose
right
us who
here.
came in, who didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know our break rate.
Okay. All right.
Think about it. All we're going to
comes in that doesn't have a ticket yet, we let them know, hey, it's open to everyone, is this, if you want to get a ticket by all
Yeah, and
means.
there will be a SKU on there that just says paddock. It will say the 3
Yeah,
tickets.
they're all in there, yeah.
And they might already be in there, but that will be in there. It'll just be door ticket, paddock, door ticket. This.
Okay.
It'll just type it.
All right.
Hey, so for tomorrow, people will start running all the doors.
And then, so everyone's got, already got tickets to check in, your iPad, and then anyone who like sees you coming in, they want to come in early or something like that, you gotta get a ticket, so we will have it in the system. So whatever. What cigar are we doing? I think you said
They
Toro,
send,
right?
yep, they send it, and we're gonna have it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll have it. We'll actually put
Just give it to
the
them when they get
acrylic
it.
humidor.
Okay.
We'll put the acrylic humidor right up here
So as they check in.
as they check in, and paddock.
The grandstand is like
gives them
access to.
Correct.
Okay.
And that will be in there as well. That will just be. We'll put that in as F1 cigar.
Okay.
So we'll put that in. I'll add these. I'll just put F1 door pass.
Yeah, that way it's easy to
F1.
reference to.
Yeah. So I'll use that.
Okay.
I think that's. It should be so lightweight.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We may just move that espresso machine out.
We have to get more espresso than we don't have enough.
Oh, we don't have any pots.
No, we only have a third. This is using it for back there. We just had it. So, I mean, since it'll be enough for everybody to use this water.
For sure. And we have some top.
Yeah.
We can put out a little bottle of fire.
Alright, cool. Well, I'll pick up the champagne and sweets tonight.
Okay.
Bring them up with me.
Yeah. And then if you want to get some orange juice.
Yeah, I'll grab a big one.
Sweet. That's perfect. I'll be up here. All right. I'll be up here. Sounds good. Thanks, bud.
Consistent cars, something not too far behind, but again, for the good of the sport, Naomi and Damon, this is exactly what we wanted to see.
Oh, completely, and also it's tight throughout the field. I think it's fair to say, well, given the enormity of the changes, there's not someone here who's a second lap quicker and everyone else has to catch up because they found a loophole. It looks really good and really competitive.
Yeah, we talked about it, didn't we? The fact that they turned their attentions to 2022 early, it seems to have paid off.
It definitely seems to have paid off. But what I found quite surprising is in that interview, with the interview with Charles just now, he seemed genuinely surprised that they weren't able to pick the records. Yes.
Yeah, okay, the power unit, obviously, the successful seeing of Haas and the fact that Valtteri Bottas up there inside the top 10 as well, it looks like the power unit is a good one.
It does, it looks very strong, and it's helping the Alfred Bottas is up there doing a great job, and also Magnussen, a magnificent job. But the engine's got to be useful, and the aerodynamics that they're using seem to be getting up right on the road. Obviously, by their own standards, Mercedes are a little bit more at sea. So, I'm sure they've got development to come.
Okay, let's get some quick reaction from Christian there. On the pole position, how do you react to that?
Pretty close. I mean, Ferrari have been strong all winter, and you could see it was going to be tight between the two teams. So